Hey guys, thank you so much for subscribing to my email list. And as a thank you, I'd like to give you a little gift on how to create effortless power and have ultimate disguise on every shot in the game. Okay, sounds like a tall order, but it's actually pretty easy once we get the contact point right. Okay, it's a very precise point, and we're talking about the 45-degree angle into the court. So as you can see, I've got my body lined up to one 45-degree angle, particularly my hips, and I've got my arm lined up to the other 45-degree angle. And what's great about this is with a slight changing of the wrist, you can see how I can send the ball now down the line, and with a slight change the other way, I can go down the middle, and a little bit more, I can go cross court. And what this allows you to do is have multiple shots on every ball that you receive without changing your setup to the ball, giving you ultimate disguise. So guys, you can take my word for it, or let's just take a look at some case studies from the best in the business. First up is Federer, my absolute favorite. And you'll clearly see that throughout this point, Roger lines up his hips to the 45 and makes contact on the 45. Now that you know what to look for, you'll begin to recognize that the balls that the pros are really hitting well are all met at the 45-degree angle to the net. Here's Nadal's contact right on the 45. All right, here's a young Serena Williams lining up to the 45-degree angle. And guys, you'll notice that her arm isn't quite as extended at contact as Federer and Nadal, but you can clearly see that contact is right on that 45-degree angle. Okay, here's your number one player in the world, Novak Djokovic, lining up his 45-degree angle. And luckily, guys, it doesn't take any miraculous athleticism to make contact at the 45. We can all do this. You'll notice that right up until contact, you have no idea where Djokovic is going with this shot, and that's because his strokes all look the same. He achieves this by lining up his body to the 45-degree angle and making contact at the 45. You're starting to see the pattern here. There are certain elements in the stroke that the best players all have in common, and this is the first and most important element. So now that you have some proof, start lining up your body and making contact at the 45. You can practice this on the wall or with a partner. You're going to notice that you have more power, more control, and better disguise. Remember I said earlier that this angle works for every shot? Well, here's Federer's backhand unfolding absolutely beautifully right on the 45-degree angle. Hey guys, thank you so much for subscribing to my email list. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do me a favor and like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and stay tuned for more great free tips to take your tennis game to the next level. Bye for now.